Oh, hey there, how's it going? I was just sitting here reading by the fire. I didn't see you walk up with the three people with the two cameras and the boom mic and the lights. Anyway, I was just reading by the fire, and I figured now would be a good time for me to drop some knowledge on your ass.
You can have it.
World famous photographer Chase Jarvis.
It's pure chaos, exactly the way I like it.
Chase, what's up, man? It's Gary V. In the middle of another massive travel hustle. 20-hour travel to Australia for 11 hours of work there, and now 26 hours back to Cleveland. Just wanted to send you a quick video and ask you what you thought of the book. I really thought I brought something with this book, and just have a funny feeling based on our last interview and just the amazing entrepreneurs and creators you have in your community. It'd mean the world to me if you actually read the damn thing, and if you believed in it, put it out there, because I think I got something with this, man, and your filter would mean a lot to me. I'd love to know what you actually think. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you at South by for a quick minute. Much love. Talk to you soon.
All right, so I love Gary with all of my heart, and just because he asks me to do a book review is not necessarily like mean I'm going to do it. Of course I want to help a friend out, but you guys have to know one of the reasons I believe that you're watching this video is because I actually talk and espouse and rant about things that I care deeply about. That is the truth with this particular book. Like all good things in life, I'll give you 3 good reasons. The first good reason is that this book is very dense on very important information for people like you. And when I say people like you, I'm talking about people who aspire to be more creative. You're either freelancing, you're trying to make a go in the creative or entrepreneurial career. This is, I think, sort of a new Bible for that thing. The density, however, is not, it doesn't like freak you out like if you're reading Kierkegaard or Nietzsche or something like that, then you're like, pfft. This is dense in a way that you can pick it up and you can read for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, one little teeny section, the answer to 1 or 2 questions, set it down and have plenty to think about, and most importantly, plenty to act on. Plenty to think about in a very small amount of space. That's something I love in a book. You're sitting in there like right before to go to bed, thinking about it, when you wake up in the morning to get you going, or just like a little bit of break in the middle of the day. Dare I say, like maybe even in the bathroom. Never mind. Thing 2 is this. I've found that most of the information that I can apply to my industry actually comes from outside. This revolutionary thinking, a new way of looking at problems, challenges, and a way to win. I have had the most success taking things that are traditionally thought of outside the creative sphere, outside of photography, design, music, and audio. Now, all of us in there are entrepreneurs, small business owners, freelancers. But what Gary talks about, he's not a canon in this industry. He's certainly very relevant in all these areas. He talks about marketing, venture capital, arbitrage, digital media, company culture, attention, management, legacy, family business, crushing, empathy, storytelling. Storytelling is a big one. So you get my point. He's a little bit of an outsider to maybe your daily consumption, but there is a reason that his Chase Jarvis Live episode was one of the most popular of all time because it's so damn relevant. You're taking these things, these thinkers, these thought leaders, and these great ideas from something that's just beyond the traditional thought of what's relevant to us, and it works like gold. If you think that I've built a decent brand on the back of my photography world and now in starting Creative Live, this sort of thinking is what got me there. So, super relevant from outside the industry. It's going to be very effective when you deploy it here. Thing 3 is that this book is so specific. He is answering very specifically your questions. And it's not just a few questions, and it's not just a superficial answer. It's hundreds of questions, and he goes very deep on those things with particular sort of prescriptive things. There's nothing worse than a guru or someone who really knows their shit standing up there and pontificating. You just want to get the stuff. You want to get the answer. And Gary very unabashedly, unashamed, delivers his point of view. And I think that that's super admirable. And remember, in the specific, in any specific question, lies all sorts of universal answers. And it is that particular applying to the universal that makes this book so badass. Bonus material. Bing! Bonus material is this. In addition to this nice, beautiful book, which you can get on sort of in the digital, the iBooks and Kindle and stuff like that, it's always nice to have a hard copy. However, there is also an audiobook version, which is super badass. And there are a number of reasons why it can be badass, and I'm thinking that you're thinking the reason it's super badass is probably because Gary actually reads his own book. It's a super killer thing. Not many authors do that. Gary does it. He has all kinds of passion, and he goes off script and all kinds of rabbit holes, which are very, very, very valuable. However, that's not actually why the audiobook is so badass. The audiobook is so badass because there's an important cameo in it from yours truly. That's right. I read questions that you wrote into Gary about in the book. I only read them per chapter, and that's 1, 2. How many questions did I do? Is it like, it's 5, 10? I read 10 questions, and in some chapter in this book, so you're going to want to go in there and you want to hear this beautiful voice on the audiobook. Check it out. It's actually is number 1 in the audiobooks, I think globally right now. So definitely want to give a shout out to Gary for putting all his heart and soul into this book. If you've read his earlier books and you saw his Chase Jarvis Live episode, I think this is his best book. And maybe one of the reasons it's his best book is because you actually defined it. You, the reader, you, the question asker, you defined this book and he delivered. All right then, I think that's it. I'm going to stoke the fire and read the last chapter here. Thanks very much. Signing off for another episode of Chase Jarvis RAW.
You can have it if you want it. It's gratis, it's for free. There ain't no strings attached, no, there ain't no catch. Take my love, take my love, take me. You can have it if you want it. It's gratis, it's for free.